Hey guys, today I'm going to react to Pokemon Generations Episode 6. The title of this episode is called The Reawakening. I just did a live reaction for Episode 5 as well. I'm going to leave the link to that in the description box below to the live reaction to that. And in the previous episode, we got a little bit of Silver, Looker asking Silver about Giovanni and the information that he knows about Giovanni. And it looks like it showed that Silver, the last time that Silver saw his father, Giovanni, was when he left, and that was the last amount, and it showed their conversation at that end, and then it also, after that, Silver went on to take on the league, but then in the end, we don't know if he actually took on the league, because the last part that we ever saw him was him taking on the trainer, which is Gold, Ethan, whatever you want to call him, I mean, yourself in that game, and that was mainly it, but it did have a lot of character development. We got to know a lot more about Silver. Why is Silver? I mean, we kind of made up theories which were kind of correct. Supposedly, it was because he wanted to be different from Giovanni, because of what he said in the game. We kind of inferred that he hated his father. He wanted to be different than his father. He thought that his father abandoning his crew and him being cocky and all that stuff. And it was all finally, put together in this episode, which was really, really nice in the previous episode. So if you haven't seen that episode, you should definitely check it out. I'm going to leave the link to the live reaction in the description box below. And in that live reaction, there's also the link to the episode as well. If you haven't seen the episode just yet, you should definitely watch it. And I'm going to stop wasting your guys' time because I really, really am interested to see what they added in episode 6, because the previous episode was really, really good. And let's just dive in with the video. Pokemon Generation. Trademark. TM. Yo! It's the tower.
My name is Yusin. I'm on a journey in search of a Pokemon called Suicune. During my research of all the legends surrounding the
I
Burning
forgot
Tower,
about this dude.
I
Yes,
became
he's the one that was
fascinated
in
with a tale
Soul
told in
Silver and
Ecruteak City,
Heart of Gold.
recounting the unfortunate fate of 3 particular Pokemon.
I don't remember if he was in the original games, though. But I remember him. He was very, very prevalent in the fucking remakes.
I saw it one time. It was as if it sensed my desire to make it appear. And it was definitely Suicune.
Is he going to show all 3 of
I want to meet you
them?
again, Suicune. I want you to be able to believe in people once again.
Oh, we're getting a little flashback to the burnt tower.
The structure known as the Burned Tower was once a beautiful place, admired, loved, and exquisitely furnished. It was a time of constant warring. When the tower caught
those are
fire,
the 3 dogs.
3 nameless Pokemon perished, engulfed by the flames.
Oh, this is lit as hell. Oh my god, so this is the origins of the 3 legendary dogs.
After the fire finally went out, a sparkling rainbow came down from the sky.
Ho ho. Yo, this is sick!
Yes, they say it was
This
the
is straight up legendary.
Pokemon Ho-Oh.
It actually makes sense how Ho-Ho did this, because Ho-Ho's a phoenix, and phoenix are about being immortality and revival. So it makes sense why Ho-Ho has this power.
They're alive.
That is
Astounding.
fucking legendary as hell. Look at that.
Ho-Oh used its rainbow-colored shining power to restore the 3 Pokemon that perished in the fire. People later began to call these Pokemon Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. However, people
Why?
feared the power of the Pokemon that had manipulated life and tried to suppress it with violence.
That is majestic as hell.
The Pokémon never retaliated against the people. Instead, they left these lands of their own accord, as if they felt sorrow over the people's reaction to them.
Aw. So it seems like the people were afraid of
It has also been
zombie
said
Pokemon
that once they feel they
essentially.
can trust people again, they will return. How I long for that day. I want to tell them that people are no longer afraid of them, that they've nothing to fear.
Wow.
Suicune.
So majestic. It just disappeared the same way it appeared. Yo, the thing about those Pokemon is literally you gotta chase them around the region. It's straight up hell. Oh, it's a feather from Ho-Ho. Yo, this episode was freaking amazing. I cannot deny that. This episode was legendary. Pun intended. Yo, okay, so we got the origin story of Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. All in well done animated little short film, which is like what, 4 minutes long. Oh my god, that was pretty impressive. So it explains why they run away from you. Like it explains why they're roaming legendaries, because they fear people, because they feel people are scared of them, and it all makes sense now. I mean, like, yeah, it makes sense now why they're roaming Pokemon, because people feared them, and they when they came back to life, they were freaking threatened, and they just threw rocks at them, and they were hated. So now it's kind of understandable. But that was pretty cool how freaking Ho-Ho came down from the storms and revived the 3 Pokemon. So we don't know exactly what those Pokemon were. Excuse me. It's called unnamed Pokemon, so it's probably they look kind of like they were Houndooms. There is a theory that they came from Eevees because they have the same evolutions. You know, there's freaking Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. They have the same Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. And people thought that they came from Eevees, so they're unnamed Pokemon. So it's still, that theory isn't confirmed, but it also isn't bunked because they're unnamed Pokemon. But like the silhouette of them, it kind of looked like they were kind of like similar to Houndour, kind of like that, with like more of a sharper face. That was a silhouette, but it didn't say exactly what Pokemon they were revived from. So it still could be Eevee for those guys who think that's a theory. It hasn't been debunked, so you guys can still have faith in that theory. Me, personally, I don't know. It makes kind of sense for it to be Eevee. I don't know. Nah. I feel like it was an ancient type of Pokemon that no longer exists. Similar to how, like, Mew is an ancient Pokemon that eventually became extinct, and all the fossil Pokemon eventually became extinct. I think it's probably a Pokemon that eventually became extinct or evolved into a different type of Pokemon. So it's something around those lines, I'm guessing, which is pretty cool. There's also the theory about them being like related to the freaking shit, I forgot their name. Oh god, I forgot the name. Cobalion and all of them. I forgot the freaking forgot what they're called. But then people think that those 3 have the same, like, origin, like, ancestor as Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. Which, I don't know. It kind of makes sense, like, I guess. Because both of them are, like, like legendary pairs. So, I mean, like, yeah, they could probably have the same ancestor, and that ancestor eventually became extinct. I don't know. Like, that's just a whole bunch of theories. I'm not going to go into that right now. And I guess I'll end the video with that. If you guys like my reaction, please leave a like. Also subscribe. Check out my channel in the description box below. Also follow me on my social media where I keep you guys updated. And I would love to hear your theories. Seeing what do you guys think is actually the original Pokemon that died in that fire that became eventually Suicune, Raikou, and Entei? Do you think it was an Eevee? Do you think it's an ancestor Pokemon that no longer exists that eventually became extinct? I'd love to hear your comics. Please leave it in the comment section down below. And I'll end the video with that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.